Knowing the Melid's true identity as his cat, he wants to find his artifact that had him chased down by unorthodox clans and orthodox clans until he died. He needs to find it because he believes that it could be used to help the Melid. The main character at first goes to try to talk to the sack leader, fails into talking with the sack leader, goes to talk with the other Sanctum Master, and let's just say talking about the Melid situation makes this man very displeased because both the sack leader and the other Sanctum Master are childhood friends with the Melid. They know about the Melid being a cat, obviously because they themselves are spiritual creatures. Their sack are for spiritual creatures. But again, at this point of the story, the main character doesn't know that. He knows that these two know the Melid's true identity, but he doesn't know about their true identity. And him trying to talk to the Sanctum Master about what happened to the Melid makes this man very displeased, and he wants to hunt down whoever caused the Melid to do what he did to himself, which makes the main character even hate himself more. After his conversation with the Sanctum Master, the main character returns back to his section of the sack. That's where he runs into the sack leader, and him and the sack leader have a conversation, and the sack leader knows the main character knows about the Melid's true identity. He now knows the main character was the one who stole the Melid from them because, again, the Melid has been their childhood friends. He was with them before the main character had snatched him up and had taken the main Melid away and was raising the Melid as his pet. He was with them before that, so technically the main character kidnapped the Melid, and he's very displeased with the main character over this. He's also displeased over the fact the main character was the one who caused his childhood friend to do what he did. So he basically threatens the main character and tells the main character he better make these promises and he better not let any more harm come to the Melid and never let the Melid fight anymore or let him pass a certain level of his convention. And the main character agrees to everything the sack leader tells him. In a way, the sack leader kind of gives the main character his blessing. It's kind of a little joke thing at the end because every chapter has like these little extras, and that was the extra for that one. The main character decides it's time to go out to find the artifact. He asks the Melid for permission because he's going to go do it anyways. And the Melid's like, at your level of convention, no, you're not going. And so his martial brother's like, well, I can go with him. I can lead him the way. He'll be safe with me. And again, the Melid doesn't really agree to it. So he's like, you know what? I'll go with the main character. And they end up all three going with each other. And when the sack leader finds out, he asks them where they're going. And then he goes to both the martial brother and the main character. They better let no harm come to their master, to their Shujin, to his best friend. They better not let any harm come to it. And the main character hands over a talisman that will warn the sack leader if any harm comes to them or to the Melid. Before they had set out on their travelings, the Melid already gave the main character a ton of money. And the main character, he's spending a lot of money on their journey. Like every shop he goes to, he's spending money at it. And then they go to an auction house. And they were going to buy one thing at that auction house with the money the Melid gifted the main character. The main character was only supposed to buy one thing, but the main character saw something else, wanted it, spent a ton of money, then realized that he didn't have the money he would need for the item that he actually came to the auction house for, so he's pleading to the Melid to get it for him, give him more money, and the Melid is not agreeing to it, but in actuality, Melid does end up agreeing to it and buying the item for the main character. Now, the tiger, the martial brother, he sees something he wanted, which was a weapon the main character had made in his prior life, and he wanted it. And it was back when the main character first started making stuff, so it was not so great. The main character basically calls it trash, and sadly the tiger is not able to get it. And the main character's like, I can make it for you. I can make something way better than that. And the tiger, not knowing the main character's true identity, is like, no, I wanted that. You don't know how great this dude's stuff is. Even his starter stuff is great. The last item the auction house was selling was another spirit beast. Now, when they first brought out the spirit beast, she was in a human form, and everyone's like, yeah, no, we're not going for this. We're not buying an actual human. And the auction house is like, no, 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 don't worry. And they blow in a horn, and it reveals that this human woman was a spirit beast, and she turns into her actual form, a fox. But using this horn affects the tiger and the male lead, so the main character has to get them out of there for their own good and safety. The son of an elder from a Orthodox artifact clan, he wanted the item the main character set out from the auction house. So he gets the information from the auction house, which they're not allowed to give this information. He hunts down the main character, male lead, and the tiger to get the item from them, and the male lead is too injured to do anything about it. So the tiger's the one who's having to handle this kid for a bit while the main character's taking care of the male lead. And you know how the main character does it? He kisses the dude. And because the main character's in the body of the regenerative divine tree, it heals and cures the male lead enough the male lead can get up and handle the kid and send the kid packing. The male lead, he's very displeased over the main character kissing him. Even though he kissed back so he could have more of that power the main character was gifting him, he's still very displeased about it. So he packs the two in their own room, the tiger and the main character, and has his own room. And the main character is like, well, no, I can have this. So he tries sneaking into the male lead's room and gets thrown out. So he returns back to the tiger's side and sleeps with the tiger. And he's actually very happy with this because the tiger is a nice cushion, soft bed to sleep on. The main character, while they were at the place they were at, was searching for information. At first, he starts at stalls, then he goes to a certain location and he gets a bit of the information he needs to find the artifact. The main character and the male lead, they split up with the tiger. And at first, the main character was going to leave the male lead with the tiger, but the male lead was not going to let the main character leave them. So they both go together to go to the location the main character is searching in. They run into the main character's old regular customer, and this dude is lied to by the main character. The main character tells this dude that he is the puppet son, the creation of himself. And at first, this dude is not believing the main character until the main character gave away weakness of a weapon he created for this dude. And the dude believes the main character and allows the main character to stay at his place and is like, I can find this artifact for you. And the main character's like, well, if you find this artifact for me and I use it for what I need to use it for, you can have it afterwards. And the dude agrees to this. The main character's regular customer, he has a lion spirit beast, and the spirit beast can take a human form. And this dude, just like the other spirit beast, are terrified of the male lead. Also, the harem members of the regular customers' harem, they assume the lion is in an affair relationship with his master, which has me kicking my feet. But the lion, he dislikes it. He's very displeased by the fact that everybody thinks he's in a relationship with his master. Main character, male lead, the regular customer, and the lion sets out on their journey. They first stop at a brothel, and at the brothel, a fox spirit, a male fox spirit, lands in the regular customer's lap, and he's begging the regular customer to help him. And the law in their country is if somebody catches the spirit beast first, they have rights to do what they want with the spirit beast. And an auction house wanted the spirit beast, even knocked on their door, tried to take the spirit beast back. And the regular customer's like, yeah, no, you're not taking him. First person, first calls. And he hands over money to the auction house to send the auction house packing. And then he throws the little fox to the lion. And the main character and male lead both go, wait, this fox spirit looks exactly like the fox spirit girl who was sold at the other auction house. Are they related to each other?